Welcome to Crew TV podcast. I am Mark Pugh Jr. And to my left, we have Mark 88.
How you guys doing today? You know what I'm saying? Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for allowing me to have you on your show.
Man, it's a blessing.
It is.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
You know what I'm saying? I just met this dude, when I meet you, man.
Oh, shit.
It was this year sometime, right?
It was a show. I think it was, we
Showcase.
officially met at the showcase for
Right.
For the Low.
Okay.
Back when I was rapping. I don't do that no more.
You don't rap no more?
Well, I say that, but then I'll probably put a song out next week. But I try to stay focused.
So,
on one thing.
occasionally, you're like a part-time rapper.
Yeah. I'm just, I'm more like a retired rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like I was going hard for a minute, then I stopped.
So what made you stop? I see you started to dive into comedy and shit.
Actually, bro, I actually started doing comedy before I started rapping.
Oh.
I started, my first stand-up thing was in the 4th grade for a talent show.
How'd you do?
I did surprisingly well for my first time.
Yeah.
I wrote 3 jokes with my parents. I came up with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a real big Eddie Murphy fan. He's the reason why I do this shit.
Talking about one of his first specials and shit.
Yeah.
The Raw shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not even Raw. I saw Delirious first.
Mm.
I didn't see Raw yet. And then I saw Raw and it changed my life. But I saw Delirious and what happened? I was like, okay, I want to do this shit.
Right.
And so we had a talent show coming up and I wrote 3 jokes. And this is how I knew, in hindsight, I realized that I'd be pretty good at it because I forgot my last joke. I forgot my closer.
Yeah.
And I freestyled that shit.
And
I still got a laugh.
they fucked with it.
Yeah, they fucked with it. Because they were surprised I had a voice because I was quiet as shit. Through school.
Yeah.
Anybody go to school, high school, middle school, I was always quiet going in. Didn't really get out of my shell until 11th grade.
Right.
But in the 4th grade, motherfuckers only knew that I could draw. Because I'd be in the corner of the class by myself, quiet, drawing.
So you was that kid?
I was that kid.
So when the lunch bell rang, did you run to lunch too?
I didn't run, nigga. I just walked by myself.
Okay, so you wasn't one of them kids, okay? You was one of them kids, but you
Yeah, I wasn't Naruto running to the
man,
classroom.
them niggas are dangerous.
Yeah,
they will fuck you up if you in their way, man.
Yeah, those are the school shooters now. I don't know if I can say that, but
man, you can say whatever you want to say.
All right, fuck it. Yeah, those are the school shooters.
It's sad.
It's sad.
But ideally,
yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they fit the stereotype.
Yeah, we all have a stereotype.
You can't be mad. We have a stereotype. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, several.
Is it true? Are they true? Some
stereotypes are based in truth. That's the funny thing about stereotypes and why I think they're funny. Because a lot of funny things have some truth in them. It isn't 100% true all the time, but it's just you ever see something you like, that's funny. You don't laugh, but you like, that's funny. That's peculiar. That's in my opinion, that's the whole root of comedy anyway. It's that's why so many comedians are fucking in trouble now, because they tell the truth and motherfuckers don't want to hear the truth. The truth is hard to hear.
Very.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear the truth. And if you get offended, 9 times out of 10, it's because you had it in the back of your head and you didn't want to admit it, and it's that hurts. Yeah. So now somebody else has to feel this pain. I don't know. I feel like being offended. I'm getting off on a tangent, but fuck it.
Be good, man.
You gave me permission to do it, so I'll do it. But being offended is a very personal and selfish thing. So if you were to say something that offended me, 9 times out of 10, you weren't intentionally trying to offend me. You were just saying how you felt. And if that struck a nerve with me, I have to look. Me personally, I feel like you have to look in yourself before you kind of go attack somebody else because you're offended. You know what I'm saying? It's
for sure
your offense. You have to deal with that. I'm on stage, I'm speaking my truth. You're offended. So now you have to look in yourself and say, why does this hurt me so much?
Deal with your truth.
You know what I'm saying? I was on stage one time and I had about 10 nigga jokes. I was talking about black people for 10 minutes.
Right.
And a white woman, I started doing some crowd work and I was talking to this white guy at this white bar and we were going back and forth. And there was an older lady behind him, 2 older ladies. And the dude said, old lady titties. And the woman heard somebody say it, assumed it was me.
Right.
Because I started riffing on old lady titties. So she got mad and walked out, then came back and was just like, you have to apologize. I'm like, it was fine when I was talking about niggas for 45 minutes, but then as soon as you hear old lady titties and you old, you get offended.
Right.
And it's That's your problem. Because I didn't even say the shit. Now she just mad.
Somebody else said it.
Somebody said it, and now she want me to leave.
No, it's not going down like that.
It's not happening.
You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't paid to be here, but they told me to get on the microphone, so I'm not leaving.
That's your obligation at the time.
Exactly.
So going back to going a little time machine.
Okay.
Going back to 4th grade, you said, right?
Right.
Now, what's one of the jokes you
okay.
if you can remember?
The only one I remember is the one I made up on the spot, and I was doing a terrible Eddie Murphy. Well, he Nutty Professor was out.
Right.
And he played all the parts in the movie just about. So he had the
classic movie, man.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I was actually on the way here. I was thinking about Eddie Murphy. All my favorite movies, 90% of them are Eddie Murphy movies, which is weird to me. But I guess it's just by design and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But all right. So the joke was basically like, it made no sense either. And I just made it up on the spot. I'm like, me and my parents are riding downtown, and this limo pulls up next to us, and the window rolls down, and this lady, I did the impersonation of Eddie Murphy as one of the Mama Clump or something, she was Hercules. So I could do the voice that young really well, so I did that, and niggas just lost their mind. It was like, wasn't a good joke, but
just the fact
that I did it, and they were just like, it was just one of them you had to be in a room type situations.
Yeah, like, I guess we'll get this nigga some claps.
Yeah, what?